has another week with your crew with Vivid Vibe. So you be watching the most
authentic
podcast gang.
Gang, gang.
Hey everyone, it's us again with Mish. Say hey.
What's going on, everybody?
We here again in our new studio. I hope y'all been loving it, cause we have. So Mish, how was last week? 'Cause you wasn't with us.
That's correct.
Oh.
You was at a family reunion or something, right?
No, we were supposed to go on a cruise, and things just didn't work out. So
Really?
yeah, we were supposed to go. First, we were supposed to go to Cuba. Then the whole orange one banning. So then we were supposed to go to the Bahamas.
Aww.
Yeah, that didn't happen. So
Cool.
we just went to Biloxi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I just went
But
home.
I did watch. I did miss y'all.
Oh, that's sweet. Cause hey, last week, first time in the studio was it was iffy. I was like, kind of.
What? What is that?
I thought you were saying I stank because you raised your show.
No, I'll let you know later if you keep moving.
Okay, I keep my arms together. So, what's vibing? I spit it just now.
We gotta get us some theme songs, seriously.
Yes, we need to get her some
Every
theme
week
music.
she goes through this.
What's vibing? What's vibing? So, do I have any iPhone lovers in the audience tonight?
Nope.
No,
No?
I have an iPhone. I hate it.
Do y'all know? iPhone 11 coming out September 20th. You better get that pre-sale tomorrow, the 13th.
I just want to know why they skipped 9.
What?
That's a
That's
great
the XR.
question.
I call that the
Did they?
XR.
I guess the XR would be the 9, right?
Oh, the R.
I don't. Hey, I don't give
I'm
a
an
shit.
Android person. Shout out to the Androids. So I don't know nothing
Trash.
about it.
They is trash. Your live gonna
I'll
be all
admit you. I
bubbly
think I'm
and
gonna go
stuff.
back though. I like the 10. I like the Galaxy 10. I like
So
it.
yeah.
I'm happy with mine. So
But yeah, iPhone 11 come out the 20th. I guess you can get like the pre-sale whatever tomorrow. So
Get a phone note.
that's going for like 1,100.
For what? For the phone?
yeah,
1,100.
1,100 for the phone. Yeah.
I'll stick to my 8.
The X now, if you decide to go get X now, it's $5.99. So y'all good with one paycheck with that one. Now, so you might be.
You'll be paying
I'm
off
still
it forever
paying
with
mine.
your bill.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm good on that.
And then let me rephrase that. The iPhone 11 Pro Max is $1,100, and then the iPhone 11 Pro is $999,
I'm still
and the
good with my
iPhone
8.
11 y'all might afford is
He
$700.
gonna get banned out this motherfucker real quick. But go ahead. Chanel.
You
But
might as well just put it right there to him. Just,
But I know our lovely Toy would love the iPhone 11 due to its shooting in 4K.
Oh yeah, I
3
seen that lame
cameras.
assholes.
Yes, I saw that. Yes. But is it worth it?
is it?
We'll see.
Is it worth it? You got your camera. But
That's why I got it because of the camera quality.
I don't really think anybody can hear you back there. There's no mic.
I know ain't no mic, but
Chanel was talking to me.
I just say I lovely Toy, and you just
Nothing.
replied.
Sit down.
Yes, everybody. But next on What's Vibing will be LeBron James, whatever the nigga name. King James. Oh my God, this dude was trying to trademark
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
How'd it work? He
How do? First of all,
Right.
How? Why? We've been saying Taco Tuesday since
Who is we?
I had it inside me before. So
Again.
we been saying it for the longest.
He's black.
But I guess he was trademarking the way how he said it. But it was denied because nobody not gonna believe that shit.
Part of it, he did it because he didn't want to be sued if he did use it. So that's part of the reason why he did it. From what
I
that's
guess-
what was on the thing.
Taco
It's
Tequila Tuesday forever. So
But
I don't
Taco
know.
Tuesday, you ever saw the video of him? It was on Instagram. He was like Taco Tuesday. I don't know how his face was. You know that dude ugly to me. But he's like Taco Tuesday, and then his little girl Taco Tuesday, and the son Taco Tuesday. They were saying it's so funny, and we had Taco Tuesdays at my house. So when I say Taco Tuesday to KD,
So every
I'll
Tuesday
text
y'all eat
him.
tacos?
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Yep. That's why I have to lose this weight now. But yeah.
Oh, do your thing, man.
But-
I don't have no input on that.
But I'm just saying, like, why would he even take that time to even?
Bored.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I'm gonna
NBA
trademark.
playing.
I'm trademarking Shafuzi. That's where I always used to use Shafuzi.
Shafuzi.
Shafuzi was a word I made when I was 13 because I couldn't cuss, so Shafuzi was my cuss word.
Which means
You
what?
right? Use it in a sentence.
That's some Shafuzi. She look like Shafuzi.
She
Ain't
like
that
bullshit.
Shafuzi? I don't know. I'm just saying. Not you personally. With no, please don't jump over here.
Oh.
But I'm just saying. She gave me that look. That eye.
That's just her face.
Right. Oh.
That's her
Got scared for a
face.
second.
We love you though, Whitney. We
Y'all gonna
love
learn
you.
that that's just her face.
And again, y'all, this week we do have a live audience again. Woo! Wait for the camera because it's on y'all right now.
Okay, y'all.
So, back on me now. Okay, it's back on y'all. But yeah, that was Shafuzi when I was 13. I guess it was like shit, fuck, food, and I don't know.
So is that all-encompass word? It just
It's just put
took
together.
it.
That girl's a lonely child.
Yes, I was. I was a lonely child. All my brothers is older than me. All my brothers, we didn't grow up. The time I turned 10, they already was out the house and everything. So it was just me and my mama. Okay, so back to the story. Back to what's vibing. So, have y'all heard? I had to do this one. A dude joined the police academy or
I seen
the
that.
department, right? This nigga, it was a nigga, y'all. Did some dumbass shit. Did a white move,
I give you
American
that one.
move. And this nigga was a rapist, a serious rapist, y'all. And he joined the police department. My bad. But yeah, serial.
It's cereal.
She said he's a serious rapist.
It's serious. It's cereal.
Cereal. But this is serious. So,
Period. No. Go ahead.
but I'm just saying, like, why? Yeah, that's something you would do. Kill 5 people and like, go burn up a house and go join the
Wait
fire
a
department.
minute.
Take time out on that. You gotta take that back.
I'm about to walk
Are
off
you,
the show.
are you riding or are you, what you doing?
All day.
Yeah, what was that?
Right?
Because sometimes they'll make dumb choices.
We all make
Okay,
dumb
so
choices.
back to
Are you acting
what's
like
vibing.
Houseway.
You pulling the streets tonight?
Oh,
Oh, okay. Let
Back
me know
to
what
what's
type of shit we
vibing.
on.
it's not petty. We're not talking about petty.
I'm just saying.
Because, first
got
of
a
all, he is Mr. Petty. Petty himself.
I'm
Pat
not,
yourself on the
man,
back, petty.
We're not doing that. I'm not petty at all.
But why?
I don't think he was, maybe he wasn't thinking. I don't have the answer to that.
Right.
They
It
was
made
looking
no
for
sense.
him. Like, they was actually looking for this dude. And he walk in, the police officer, hello, Bob. Hi, you got some donuts? Hey. Nigga, that nigga's a rapist.
So he, let me say this out. He joined the police force as
Yes.
if they wasn't gonna do a background check, as if they wasn't gonna run his fingerprints.
Hello.
They wasn't gonna check his previous address.
Hello.
At what point? I wonder, like, what was his thing when he
I
was
need some
just sitting in
context.
there?
Was he doing this before he joined or after he joined?
With the rapist?
Yes.
Before, in
Before.
2015.
So it was
Oh, he's a dumb
before.
motherfucker.
Not
Georgia.
Texas.
It was Georgia.
I'm telling you right now. In Texas, they'd have been caught him.
Right.
Before he even walked in the place.
Well, see, what's something that's funny is like example with the Navy, like the military, they do background checks, right? So they check
every government
everything.
job.
So
every job
people
now,
will
shit.
make the excuse and be like, "Oh, well, the lawyer told me that it was expunged, so I didn't think I had to say anything." It's the military. It's the government. They're going to find out. Like you in the police force, they're going to find out. Hello.
That is crazy.
They probably said, they don't look like him, look his nose. I don't know. They be like on Maury.
He got some clown shit.
And I want to throw one more thing in there.
I just said I think he was probably like tired. You know how people go into your job, like you just don't regularly quit, you make a whole scene. So when he turned himself in, he just wanted to make a whole scene. Like that's the only logic
But
thing
he joined
I
the
could think.
academy. It's
He actually joined.
Oh, he did a whole. Okay,
Yeah, he actually.
He wasn't just like working there 2013. The rapist started 2015, and no. This is.
But they still did a background. I mean, they're gonna find out. Come on.
All right. Over it.
So I think that was mostly it. Was vibing, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Anybody? Any other questions? Anybody else? No. Yep.
No opinions.
So back to what we was talking about last week. Last week was.
It was deep.
It was
It
good.
was very
I fucked
deep.
with it.
What your friend else was called? Clyde? No, it's
Who?
Claude. The dude from El Paso.
Curtis?
It was
Curtis.
a C. It was a C.
Wow.
It was a C. That's Clyde. I don't know.
This
Curtis.
not life.
Huh? Curtis can start with a C. Clyde could a C. I don't know. So. Damn. So.
He was spitting some knowledge.
He was
I was
good.
like, okay.
He was real good. And talking about like family and everything. Next month, I actually have to go to a family reunion. I didn't know if people start family reunion so late in the year. I hope they're not watching. But I'm most of a summer family reunion type person.
I don't really think there's a time.
I thought it was mostly in the summertime.
No.
Huh?
Yeah.
We don't have any. We just.
Y'all's in October too?
Well, we all decide, like, for ours,
Family
everybody
reunion.
collectively is
I'm
like,
outside all the
okay,
goddamn
when do
time.
y'all want to have it? So it could be in October. It could
Told
be.
y'all we about to start on.
I always
July,
like in the
September.
summertime. That's when all
Yeah.
the molesters come out.
I'm serious. I'm about to start my own family. There's a bunch of friends. We just gonna start doing a bunch of family shit.
We already talked about
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm about to create my own fucking
Just
family.
say, that's when the nieces and stuff. You ever saw that?
Your own family reunion.
Yeah.
You,
Right?
you saw the what was that movie?
Or-
She gonna ride with it.
Yeah, Medea. Remember on Medea family reunion, and they had the girl, I don't know, she probably was a young girl. She had the little tight little shorts on, and her own uncles and stuff was like, get the bottom of it, get the bottom of the bed. And she was bending over. There was video on her. Your own family member. Don't say that's when the molesters come out, cause they see what's
I missed the beginning of this.
yeah,
What
you wanted to
Yeah.
miss it. You wanted to miss it. But
Okay.
No, but it was actually really good. I enjoyed watching it, and I mean, it's crazy with how families in the secrets, and a lot of them go to the grave, like with people to the grave.
I post something in the group chat saying, we'll faster turn away. I might be misquoting, missaying it, whatever. We'll
look.
faster turn away a family member that come out gay and keep the secret of a molester.
Mm-hmm.
And I truly do believe that, because that's. Hold on, let me see if my family members on here. If I say I agree.
Why are you worried now?
I agree.
Sorry, I'm back.
Right?
Hey, well, who cares? I don't give a damn. But y'all know I don't love me Chanel. Who give a fuck? This is the most.
Authentic podcast
Okay.
in Texas, man. I gotta ride with my dog on that one, man. It is what
Yeah,
it
it
is.
I do
is
not
authentic.
apologize about
It ain't. If you don't like it, you don't gotta watch
Right?
it. Shit.
Sorry.
Change the
I'm
channel,
sorry,
like
not
what the
sorry.
fuck?
Sorry, not sorry.
You know? But anybody want to pitch in about anything about their family or anything that's going on in their life? You know what, Marcus?
At
Can
this
we
point, we
pass
should
it
just
to-
mic him up.
for
At this
real?
Right?
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
What do you have for us, Marcus?
Camera on, Marcus.
Clark,
Right. Camera on,
what do you
Marcus.
got for us, Clark?
Recently, my biological grandmother passed away back in January, and I just found out I actually have a living grandfather. I never knew I had one actually alive my whole entire life. So yeah, I kind of found out my great grandmother has been the one that's been like keeping that on hush for the longest time. So
How do you
hard right
feel
now.
about that?
I don't know how I feel yet. I'm still processing.
Okay.
So you said you've reached out and everything, or no?
My mom's reached out to him. They actually met up like once earlier this year.
If I recall.
But honestly, I don't know what to say, what to ask.
Right.
Well, I'll put it to you like this, and it's one of them things like basically growing up without a father. You don't really have to ask those questions. You just get to know them for who they are at this particular moment and just move forward. You don't really put too much energy into where you've been, why, because it doesn't really matter. It's not going to change who you are, what kind of man you become later, so.
Is it different due
shoulda,
to it's his
woulda.
grandfather versus like it was his father?
Well, knowing him personally, I would say it affects him more because he's really into his culture. Like he's really like, both of us kind of relate on that where we were like really in tune with how our culture moves, and you know, those male figures are like, we're missing that a lot in our culture, even though it's like, it's becoming a thing now where male figures are there, but you know, it's things he could have probably learned from him, or it's, you know, you never really know, like he doesn't know his background. He could be from somewhere else, or he could have some type of land. He could be half Indian, wherever the case may be. Like, it's just one of them things, like I said, you just get to know him. Like, what's been up kind of type shit. Like, tell me about yourself. If he can fucking talk. Like, you don't even know the age or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those conversations, like, you introduce yourself, y'all get a bond, y'all don't, it don't really hurt you because, I mean, you ain't been there, you know what I'm saying? So I
A lot
wouldn't
of us
put too
get
much
so
into it.
stuck into the past, like, well, you weren't there. I never knew about you. We weren't there.
Yeah,
Instead
but your
of, let's build
grandfather?
it.
Yeah, okay, now it was your
Let's build-
father.
My
and,
mother's
like,
farm down there. Yeah, fuck him. But somebody like that, I don't know you. So why am I hold something against you that's been secret in the family? I don't know what happened in the past. Why am I judge you for something they did or what you did?
It's true.
True.
Now it was like a real daddy come in, I'm gonna want some child support.
I'm good on all that.
Like, nigga,
Told
I
y'all,
have a
Pop
daddy
good in
now,
my
y'all.
book, man. He did what he did. He here,
Right.
shit. Fuck it. I ain't really too much worried about it. But really to just push the conversation forward, man, it's, and this is like a perfect example of what you said. It's kind of one of these things where, like, tonight's main topic would be, you know, setting boundaries with toxic family members.
Oh, yes.
And sometimes you have to realize, like, it can be your mother, it can be your own child. You know, it goes across the board. It can, and then it's like, toxic family members still go across from the simple fact, like, your kids' other side of the family, like the dad's side of the family or the mom's side of the family. That's still your family because your child is involved. So when you set these boundaries, a lot of times, I mean, a boundary can be silent. Like, I don't have, like, you gotta remind yourself, you don't have to deal with anybody. You
True.
don't. That's a choice.
That's 100% true. And
So-
people be like, that's your family.
No. I got like 9 sisters, don't talk to all of them. The fuck? Like, if I see you, I see you. If I don't, cool. Like, I ain't tripping. But I still love them the same, but it's just one of them things like, you're not for me. It's cool. Like, it doesn't mean I don't care about you or I love you any less. It's just whatever energy you're bringing doesn't match mine. So if somebody throws your energy off, I don't advise anybody to be around them.
Right.
So, what do you got?
Definitely.
Go ahead.
Yeah, she's speaking.
Make sure you state your name.
Yeah.
I might have to use an alias. But no, I'm Cece, and I have a good, unfortunate history with a lot of toxic family members just because, you know, hurt people, past generations of hurt, fall over the hurt, just because, you know, my mental capacities are only at a certain limit. So, speaking for myself, growing up with, I guess, some ways, lower self-esteem because you know, not trying to get into colorism, but like chocolate girls were told like for specifically this. I wore this when I was younger. I had all my aunties tell me like, you know, you too damn black to be wearing this color.
Oh man.
I hate that.
And
They thought I was too skinny. I wish I was
Honey.
dead right now. Shit.
like I had on something like even like this white. They told pretty much my closet used to be black and gray. That's it. Black
But
and
you
gray.
look gorgeous.
Thank you.
You do.
But having your core foundation of people to kind of instill these what's the word I'm looking for, these mental incapabilities, you know, because that's their mentality.
Yeah.
And I understand, yes, that could come from so many things, from like slave with their own insecurities deflecting, but as a young child you don't know that, you don't know the difference. And then being some, for lack of better words, that outlet or punching bag, because I'm still moldable and I'm looking up to you for guidance to like, okay, I'm chocolate, so I'm not supposed to do this, I'm not supposed to look like this, and I'm always just supposed to say yes and never say no. So when it comes to the fact that I've gotten older and I was actually like able to say no, I don't like this, or you know, the big thing, what you know, black feminists do it because I told you to, or do as do as you said, but not
Do
do
as
as
Andre told you, not what you see. or some
Yeah.
stupid
I
shit
don't
like
know.
yeah, basically you can't
Don't
do what I
do
do. I can do what I do because I'm grown type of thing, but you can't do it and don't question me.
Yeah.
But now that I'm older, it's just like, no, I can question.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that's that toxicity, because, you know, they're used to having you here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
Stay in
when
a
you
child's
actually
place.
have a,
Yeah.
another big one.
which is cool to a certain
It's
extent.
dependent. Like,
But I feel like after a
I
certain
don't
age,
like-
you can't tell nobody that.
I don't like when my nieces and nephews, they all young, say under 13. I don't like them in grown folks' business, like stay out my mouth. You're going to
Yeah.
repeat something, and it's not going to be repeated, because how
True.
kids are. Let me tell you, and go tell their cousins, oh, they call me Dunker. Just a different story.
But there's a difference of
Yeah.
when you're, you know, that's learning, quote, like I said, child's place respect versus tearing someone down because you need them to be there. That's a big difference. So when people have these toxic patterns for whatever reason that no one can put their name or a finger on, it becomes detrimental to the per se child. So learning growing up, I had to put limitations on the toxic relationships, because like going around with them, I would pretty much be in a whole garbage bag and still be
Yeah.
feeling like whatever.
Yeah.
And it's been times where I literally have to cut family off, and then they'd be like, why are you so mad? You're my favorite. I love you. My niece or my this and that. And it's just like, you don't even know how much you used to break my heart and tear me down. And then somebody even had like, would tell me like, yeah, I remember telling you that. I still believe that to this day.
Yeah.
But then why you don't talk to me? Because you don't understand how hurtful your words are.
Yeah.
But then in the same breath, you want to praise me for the talents I do have, but you bring those same talents down. And I had a family member literally told me, like, you just can't keep cutting people off. Why can't I? You
It's your
already
life.
proved to me that you hurt me. If I tell you literally you're hurting me, and you're like, that's fine though, but still do it.
Yeah.
You're not finna just keep punching me and then expect me to turn the other cheek. Like, that's not that no more.
Right.
And it's necessary, because sometimes your family members don't, not even if they realize or acknowledge that they even hurt you, they won't recognize it because they're not the ones being hurt.
Right.
So these toxic relationships have to
My
be limited.
situation was similar. Like my family, it was like you don't stand out. Like you don't want to.
Don't bring attention to yourself.
Don't bring any attention to yourself. So like my mom would always, like if I wore something bright, she'd be like, "Why are you wearing that?" And so for a while I wouldn't wear anything bright. I was just like, well, I'm not going to. And I started getting that mentality, well, no, it's too bright. Even though, no, it's not. Like, for me, it's not.
Yeah. Or the I would say you cute, but you'll take it to the head.
Yeah.
Stuff that
Too
she's
late.
like, right? Not
Right.
even that. I used to like
My head was going big.
reverse psychology of whatever they're going through was so bad mentally. Like I look back and thankfully I grew from it.
Yeah.
But I used to cry because when people like a random stranger would compliment me, I used to think they were lying to me just because my people were that. Like sometimes they wouldn't recognize it. And if I told them today, I don't remember that, CC, I don't recall that, you lying. You don't remember it because it didn't hurt you. Period.
I could relate to both. Not really, but kinda. But on my mom's side, whatever. When she was in the process of passing away, and that's when me and my brothers was getting into it because they wanted the whole family to be there and this and that. And I was getting upset 'cause I was like, for what? They wasn't here when she was actually moving around, could talk, and everything else. Why you want to bring everybody now to say their goodbyes? They couldn't say a hello versus a goodbye.
Yeah.
And we was getting angry about that. Like, we was fussing like, but that's her sisters or that's her nieces and nephews. And
They should have acted like that when they were there.
I mean,
Around.
yeah, she had
That's why I'm
cancer,
alive, so I can
but
Right.
people faster to get around when it's bad news versus the good news. You know,
And you start to remember, like, even though you might have done a lot of good things in your life, even if you make that one mistake, a lot of times
Outweighs
that's
the
all that
mistake.
people remember is that you made that mistake.
I wouldn't say that. Most of the
A
time.
lot of,
It just comes from people not being happy within themselves.
which is true.
Period. Like, a toxic individual is literally somebody who's unhappy within themselves and what's going on in their life.
yeah.
So
That
anytime you
transference.
win or you're doing something good, they'll never give you the pat on the back because they're not winning.
That's exactly true.
So it's like one of those things, like, I can't relate to none of that shit because I came out like, I don't give a damn. I don't. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks about me, how they look. None
That's
of that.
true.
I don't. So it's
I really
like,
don't care.
it doesn't do nothing. You gotta think about it. One of the biggest things I say all the time is like, how much money does that really make you? To literally listen to somebody's fucking opinion.
Right.
You made me no money by having that conversation, so it doesn't mean anything. So
And I'm the type of person, I just leave things alone, you know,
not worth it.
because people be like, I heard this, I heard that, da da da. Well,
What does
I
that
keep
have
my
to do?
distance.
Yeah, like,
Keep my distance, like, I'm just going to keep it away.
but that's to go back to what
I
you
just don't-
said. That
don't
that
care.
shit is a toxic thing because it's one of those things. I don't remember how the post went, but it's kind of like one of those things where you grow up in that toxic environment. You got to learn to find a way to break out of that and build something else.
Exactly.
Like, I was talking to my brother-in-law like maybe 2 weeks ago, and I explained to him, I said, I don't even tell my kids, hey, stop crying before I give you something to cry about. Like, unless I'm just playing with them. I never like when you tell a child that because it's almost like it's
It's a threat.
yeah, because then it's not registering. Like, you whoop a 5-year-old, but you don't explain to the 5-year-old why you whooped them. And then it's like, well, you crying, now I'm fit to whoop you. So you're going to whoop me for crying. So then now you get these males that come out and kind of like, I'm one of them that's like, I don't really like expressing my emotions. I'm like, nah, I'd rather keep it to myself. You're not going to give a shit what I feel. Anyway, so I got grown men in my house, like, they know if something you don't like something, you ain't feeling it, say it. Like, it's all right.
And they
Yeah,
definitely
like,
do.
I'm
They
cool with it
definitely
because
do.
I don't feel like it's disrespectful for my child to speak his mind. What kind of fucking world is this where you don't you say anything? Oh, okay, so now you mad because the motherfucker are talking to themselves.
Right.
Then he get that
then
from his
we have
mama,
these
then
school
he do some shit
shootings.
like that.
Hello.
Yeah,
That's
but
a whole other situation.
what you said?
I said, and that's how we end up with all these school shootings.
No,
No, not in the black community.
that's
Nah,
because you
no,
want
that's
to
a whole
things.
nother
We
situation.
had a whole
Suppressive
conversation about it.
emotions. The
That's
suppressive
warmongers.
emotions that lead to all these crazy shootings. That's what I'm saying.
That's
Well,
another topic. I can't. I'm
Tommy
not, I don't
actually
want to
do
get
talk
into
to his mom and the counselors and stuff, and he still go out and do what he do.
Yeah, but no, I mean that does though, the suppression. But when I say when we diving into this toxic thing, we're all adults in this room at this point. So I'm not referring to the childhood shit. I'm talking about adults that just, it really, to narrow it down, imagine how many people get bold when they got liquor in their system. That's when the most
that
toxic
liquid
individual
courage.
will come out. Even you as an individual, when you drunk, you're gonna have, it's a depressant. Like, people gotta understand alcohol is a depressant. It's a downer. So what it's gonna do is elevate any negative energy that you probably got boiled down at the bottom. It's gonna come out. But it's one of those things, like, you should be able to control that. They loud as shit. I mean, but he should be able to
Yeah.
control that to the point where you can walk away. It's okay to walk away from a situation. Some situations. Because I don't walk away from it. Sometimes you just gotta punch people in that shit. But
Facts.
you have to tell yourself that, like, when the situation happens, it's like, it's not for me. I do it all the time at family gatherings, and they'll tell you, somebody will come talk to me about some bullshit, I'll be like, hey, I'm about to go. I'll get up in the middle of the conversation, walk off. Like, I don't want to hear it. It don't have nothing to do with me. We're not about to make no money out this conversation. I'm gone. We can talk sports, but I don't give a shit about what my little cousin did over here because it's not my child. What I'm not finna go over here and give them no lecture. It's not my place. I can help guide them, like, hey, man, you know, whatever. But for the most part, I mean, you got to protect your energy. I mean, we talk about that shit on here every week.
Yeah.
And even, like, to relate to your situation with your mom, like, she went through a lot of shit. And it was like, trying to be strong, trying to be there, and it's like, damn, bro, all I keep getting is negative. I'm like, you gotta protect your shit, bro. You don't have to answer your goddamn phone. You don't have to invite these people, because guess what? After this shit is said and done, you don't hear from them no fucking way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once
So-
that close that casket,
Yeah, it's a wrap.
So what's family? That's how I say. What's family?
Your family is what you make of it.
It's very true.
Half my family is fucking room in the background right now. Yo, guys, this is my family. I love my family that I came from, but it's
Don't
like,
get big-headed.
after you get older, man, and it's like certain things are just not for you, you start to go out and build bonds
Yeah.
with other people. And it's like, shit, y'all ain't doing nothing over here, so fuck it, I'm gonna go,
Find my own.
yeah, we're gonna create some fun over here. This fun land. Like,
That's why I had a child.
why did you have a child?
To have a family.
To ha-
Oh,
To have
okay.
a family.
I thought Chanel was about to have one of her moments where it
Right.
went way over
Right.
here.
Way less.
Because her jokes be like right on point,
Right.
but it'll be like, pew, I'm like, oh shit.
No, to have a family. That's why I wanted the love my mom gave to me. That's why I want to give it to my son.
That's a beautiful thing.
So
So I have a cousin that I haven't talked to since my grandmother passed. That was in 2015. When she passed, they did the program. And in the program, they didn't list her as her granddaughter. Because for one, it was my actual grandfather's granddaughter, not hers. He had another kid. And so they didn't put her on there. And she she got upset. She's like, why aren't we on there? They put everybody else. They didn't put her on there, her or her brothers or sisters. So because she was upset about it, she had somebody from her work bring a flower, like, to the grave site. She was like, I want my flower back. Like, she literally wanted her flower back. And I have not seen or talked to her since 2015. Like, but my aunt was doing what my grandmother, her wishes. Because, to be honest, my grandmother didn't like them. So, just,
So, as I did last week, I'm gonna ask the same question. With that being toxic family, what would be advice that you would give somebody that is like heavily family? Like, I'm heavily family oriented. Like, I will go to all my family things, but at the same token, it's like, what would you tell somebody that's dealing with that situation? Like, okay, hey, all this is going on.
still dealing
You know,
with it.
what do I do, or how do I deal with it? So, like,
Well, personally, and like I said from experience, because I'm an only child, so I haven't had the luxury of having siblings to kind of fall back on. So I kind of made my own siblings, like you said, through friends. You eventually move through life and find who vibes with you.
Absolutely.
Because I have a family member that I grew up with that's like a sister, but in the end, she was very toxic in her own ways. And no matter how much I love her, we'll just have to part ways.
yeah.
But in the midst of me finding my own journey, I have these micro mini families through my friends, and I've had my friends' family become more of a family to me than my actual own blood.
Right.
So letting whoever knows going through that it's okay to form other bonds and find that love, because everybody out here at the end of the day is just looking for love in some form of way. And it's okay to find it outside of whatever circle, because you know, we manifest and create what we want. So what's different from finding the love within yourself and then finding your own versus what's given? Because just because you come in a product or environment don't mean you have to be a product of that environment, you know? So you can go find that same happiness and love, and it's okay to tell somebody, hey, you're hurting me and I'm not going to allow you to do it.
Yeah.
It's just a mind, basically a mind fuck that the society has basically brainwashed us with, like, no, when you hurt, you're supposed to just sit there and take it. No,
Right.
you're not.
Don't say anything.
Exactly.
I got you.
cool.
Definitely.
even to match that, you just remove yourself out of the situation. You don't have to say anything to that person.
Oh, my cutoff game strong.
Yeah, like at that point, you don't have to really
like
go
Some
back and
people,
forth.
it's not as.
Okay.
Some people have to get comfortable being able to say, "Hey, look, like I gotta let that go." like something for me. That's for me, for myself. Is saying, look, I gotta let you go.
The best
Like,
way, not to cut you off, but the best way to sum that up is stop telling yourself, oh, I don't want to be alone. That's really what it is. Like if you think about it, oh, if I don't hang with the family, what am I gonna do? You got friends, it's a shitload of things out here you can do in this world. You know what I mean? To where it's like, you don't have to entertain bullshit, in other words.
Ooh, my butt.
So,
Or the biggest thing, being able to say no, because that's like a big problem.
yeah.
A lot of people don't know how to say no.
Don't
Right.
answer the phone. Just let it ring. Go
I
to the
do.
voicemail. That's what I do exactly. Oh, somebody calling. If it's more important, they will leave a voicemail. They
Or
don't call.
send a text.
Yeah, they okay. Let me call them back. If they don't leave no voicemail, I don't know what they were talking about. Then. I would never know what they wanted. It's either to talk about someone or whatever. I'm not gonna get myself into that. But to I'm sitting on really hurting my ass right now. Y'all. I am so sorry. And I don't have no ass. It's all bones. So shit, it hurts. Sorry. I'm gonna have to bring me a little.
There could be some
cushion.
good pictures
I
for
don't
this
even
one.
know what to say, but-
Shout out to Kaja,
But I
because
want-
she be on it.
Well, first of all, please like, share. You know, we reading your comments through Facebook, and I would like to thank our audience for coming tonight. Thank you. Well, Marcus is a regular now, I guess. He's
Yeah, at
gonna
this
come
point,
every
we're
now
gonna
and
mic him up.
For
at
real.
This point. Just give him
Yeah,
the
we're gonna
mic.
have to bring him up back up
Yeah.
No,
here.
just
Sit
leave
right
him
here.
there with a mic, because he always got something to say. But
Just
that's
leave,
cool.
just
Facts,
leave him.
too.
Look.
But on that note, I mean, you know, appreciate you guys for coming.
And thank y'all for supporting.
Of course.
Right.
And don't forget to like, share on y'all thing, on y'all phones. So Donnie will grab y'all phones before y'all leave to make sure y'all shared it.
Gotcha.
I've been doing that shit all day. That
What?
little dance, like,
What?
See, I can't do that.
can't do it. Try it.
You know I'm black, but I'm white on the inside.
Go try it.
I don't know.
And this
So
is Big
right.
Bob. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all next week.
Right, y'all.
I don't know how to dance. I don't got no rhythm. Sorry.